Hey everybody, XCI here. Welcome back to a blind let's play of Dragon Age Inquisition. Here we have Somley. It's very late at night, but I'm going to do one more hour. 1 hour and a half, 1 hour and 15, whatever it's going to cost. But I'm going to do another run. I'm going to do the table first, and then I do have some codexes to do, but I might, what's going on here? But I might head out there. I have these two things to pull in. So shipment of resources from the fallow mire has arrived. We got Summerstone. Yes, that gets me fire. And Blood Lotus. Okay, that's a good one. And we have round pommel here. Conscript for the Inquisition. We have our first group of recruits. I will continue to search for more. Now the tricky part. Training. Accept report. Alright, we have a couple things we can do. We have 2 available. So we can go for resources. Just 10 minutes while I do other stuff. I don't need to do it. You know what I feel really good about? That everything is done here. So, friend Incarnus, of course, I'm thinking immediately it's Josephine, but we'll see. According to Dorian, while most Tevinter Magisters are not Venatori supporters, they will also not raise a finger to prevent the Venatori from wreaking havoc in the south. They are somehow...
Right, Leliana? Are you? I suppose not. Haven was trying.
There are some, however, who see the cult for what it is and are trying to expose it. A magister contact in Carinus by the name of Maverus Talani is attempting to introduce a law in the Imperial Senate which would see Venatori activity sharply curtailed in Tevinter. Dorian suggests that quiet Inquisition support of Maverus would be beneficial and ultimately could drum up support from other magisters fearful of what Corypheus represents. Okay, either of these two would work. Leliana Tevinter is a land where secrets are weapons. Let us arm the magister against those who would oppose her vote. Josephine, I have contacts in Tevinter, although not many. Still, trading a few favors could help this magister a great deal. Trading a few favors versus... She'd be quicker. This would take longer. Well, this is Tevinter, not Orlais. No politics. I'm gonna go politics. I'm good with politics. Josephine, in you go. And then Leliana, Venatori activity. Whoa, cost, dang. Investigate Hunterfell. I have who free Leliana. So scouting. An investigate sounds like a scouting mission. The Serpent of Navarra. I'm going to go with this one. Investigate. Oh, I can't. Oh. Oh, sorry. Leliana was busy. I have Colin free. Okay, well, maybe not. Okay, we'll see. Based on the revelation at Haven that Venatori operatives... These are a couple places on the map that got put there after the last mission that went hunting down this Venatori stuff. Threw a bunch of things on the map, and now we can... Okay. Based on the revelation at Haven, that Venatori operatives report to a darkspawn believed to be Magister Corypheus. Threat assessment of possible Venatori has been reprioritized as vital. Duke Tithys Pentagast rules the Navarran city of Hunterfell. Look at that. So in the family of Cassandra's family. A former military hero who prided himself on his open-minded attitude, Duke Tithys rules with the help of a secret network of old adventuring companions and possible lovers, as they are all rumored to be beautiful women. Information on the 5 bells of Hunterfell is limited, but they are known to include humans from both Orlais and Ferelden, an elf, a dwarf, and even a Talvishoth. Known or suspected backgrounds range with respected mortality or dragon hunter to bard, smuggler, or even apostate. We believe one of the 5 bells of Hunterfell is a Venatori agent working to advance the agenda of Corypheus. 10 minutes. Cullen, I've friends among the Templars. They might know more about the supposed apostate. I'm just sending Cullen in. It's going after mages. I feel confident Templars are the way to go. All 3 are now busy for a few minutes. I wish there was like a timer on this page or something, or like you could see like your people and see how long they had left. Like just some way of letting you know, so you don't have to go in. Track down the mission, hover over it, check the time, go back out, find the mission. Okay. We're done in here. We're done in here. Outside of... I should probably go to the bar and do this. But I would like to do some codexes. Cole. His name is Cole. He's not that old. I've read this. Maybe it's this one. Inquisitor. If you believe that this Cole truly wishes to help the Inquisition and can be trusted to do so safely, I am willing to give him a chance to prove himself. As Solus insists that he is a spirit made manifest in the form of a young man, not a demon possessing an unwilling victim, I concede that he may not be malicious. So everything I sort of speculated is they're just telling you, again, could be perspective. This is Solus saying it, so that's our, yeah, but I mean, lore-wise, it just sounds like the lore that makes sense. It just sounds like the lore that they were going to explore, and it makes sense. It makes sense to me as a player. Nevertheless, Cole's abilities concern me. I would ask Liliana to have him watched, but most of Skyhold seems unable to see this spirit or remember him, even if informed of his existence. The servants complain of odd occurrences, items mislaid or moved to strange locations, but have thus far been unable to see or remember the person responsible. Such actions appear harmless thus far, but I remain vigilant. Cassandra. That's after you talk to Cassandra, I guess. Cole appreciates the Inquisition helping those who are hurting and in need. That was solemnly allowing him to do what he's got to do, as long as it's not a dagger to the head. Fine. Samson. I want this made clear to every man and woman in our army. Do not challenge the Red Templars' leader, General Samson, on your own. You may have heard stories of how Samson used to be a Templar in Kirkwall until he was thrown out of the order, that he became a vagrant begging for coin to buy lyrium. That man no longer exists. The fiend who attacked us at Haven had the strength of a dozen men. Samson has the training of a Templar and all the power of red lyrium at his command. For those who did not see it firsthand, he is as dangerous as any demon, perhaps worse. Treat him as such. I will hold personally accountable any officers who do not communicate this order to their soldiers. Letter from Commander Cullen issued to commanding officers and read to all Inquisition soldiers. So everyone knows. Out in the open. Oops. Creatures. We have the Orlesian Civil War. When Grand Duke Gaspard attacked Empress Celine of Orlais in an attempt to claim the throne, we assumed business across the country would suffer greatly. To counter propaganda suggesting she was overtly tolerant of the elves, Celine was drawn to crush an elven uprising in Halamisharal, and Gaspard's attack there destroyed her forces and cut her off from Valréaux. She escaped back to the Orlesian capital with 100 mad stories explaining how. At which point, we started closing down the family shops, expecting Gaspard's armies to carve a bloody path through the heartlands and up north towards the cities loyal to Celine. Instead, the humans have been downright reasonable. We made a killing on the furs and silver in Valréaux as Gaspard's hold on southern Orlais cut off incoming trade goods from Ferelden. The nobles in Montfort and Valchevin also bought up violets as though their touch killed Darkspawn. Apparently, Celine declared that wearing purple flowers was a way for humans to show their loyalty to her. Purple was actually a color of the courts. Queen Elizabeth I actually made purple outlawed. You had to be royalty in order to wear purple, because purple was made with that blue dye, made with the lapis lazuli pigment and stuff that was very difficult back in the day. It cost a lot of money. That was for like paint pigments as well as dyes and stuff, and which is why like churches you see like the Virgin Mary in blue and stuff like that. Like that's why. Color there. Was a way for humans to show their loyalty to her. So that's there's some more lore here. Hold on. So the purple, there's more. Hold on, it's kicking in. So there's blue. Blue in paintings represented your faith or your devotion in God, and red was flesh, and so purple was the combination of your faith in God, and giving yourself to the faith, and so it was an important color in the church as well. But predominantly, it was a noble color. It was royalty, and so this is an interesting way to like purple flowers as a way for humans to show their loyalty to her. Did you also know Just having that like because I so the lily like Liliana like when we talk about names because I just had a trigger here. The lily, it's one of the most used flowers at funerals, and despite that fact, the lily is also a symbol of like chastity, purity, virginity. So it's the idea that Liliana was an assassin before Origins, and then she hears the voice of the Maker. Curious? Okay, so in Ferelden, half of the cities would be on fire, but in Orlais, the nobles make jokes and the merchants just keep peddling their wares while Gaspard and Celine's armies clash in the Dales. The only people really suffering are the peasants, but then that's true enough anywhere. Send extra guards on the next shipment, but save the lyrium for Ferelden. The family's doing good business here as it is. From a letter from Dernal Herrick, dwarven merchant, to his family in Ostwick. Complete derailment in the middle of that codex, but that's fine. It's Orlesian history anyways. Who cares? I'm just kidding. I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it's great. It gets confusing sometimes. Where the hell is the star, man? Why do I feel like this like I don't see it at all? Oh, was it the first one? So probably it was on it already, so I turned it off. And it's Confessions, of a lyrium addict. Oh, let's go up. A prison cell, a scrap of paper for my confessions, scarce enough bread and water. All I get for skimming one lousy bottle from the lyrium stores. Knight Lieutenant Freyan cut my normal rations from insubordination my arse. It's because I saw him desert the guard tower to meet his girl. Freyan thought he'd teach me a lesson. I'm thirsty, but the water doesn't work. It should be more blue. Take it like medicine at first, delirium. Your whole body sings with it, like the Maker's own fire. You're not scared of anything, not even abominations. After, it even takes away nightmares. But the ration's too small. If they don't give you enough, your hands get cold. The sky starts to press down on you. Little things slip away, so you have to stay. The senior Templars all have that look, that cloudy look in their eyes. Sign your confession, they said. I'm trying. I can't think of what name to sign. Jeez, Confessions of an Unknown Templar. Because doesn't remember his name. Found among Samard Chantry records. 827 blessed. Stupid stuff. I'm telling you. There's not as many things here as I thought, actually, and they're short. Antiva. Since... in the rest of the civilized world, it is common belief that Antiva has no king. I assure you, gentle readers, that this is untrue. The line of kings in Antiva has remained unbroken for 2,500 years. It is simply that nobody pays any attention to them whatsoever. In truth, the nation is ruled by a collection of merchant princes. They are not princes in the literal sense, but heads of banks, trading companies, and vineyards. Their power is conferred strictly by wealth. But Antiva is not primarily renowned for its peculiar form of government, nor its admittedly unparalleled wines. Antiva is known for the House of Crows. Since Antivans are well known for being good at everything but fighting, it is more than a little ironic that Antiva possesses the most deadly assassins in the world. Their fame is such that Antiva keeps no standing army. No king is willing to order his troops to assault her borders, and no general is mad enough to lead such an invasion. The attack would likely succeed, but its leaders would not see the day. I'm reading this in Origins, and I loved Antiva immediately and forever. I love Antiva so much. On Skyhold. A page from an enchanter's journal, scorched to near illegibility. The style is an old Ferelden dialect circa mid to late Divine Age. Experiments in ambient lingerings, first staging. The question isn't, is it special? The question is, how special? We found relics, but there are always relics. Elves ranged far before their empire was crushed, but rarely did they return where they did not build. This place they visited again and again. I see it in the fragments. Clay from different nations, not just craftsmen. Styles from different centuries. So I was presuming right. I keep on second guessing what I'm reading. I think I've been reading right, but then I've been confusing myself. Anyways, not just clans, and yet no records of a ruin. The structures here are all Ferelden, with stone ferried up by a typical madman. Whatever was here, whatever natural spire, it was flattened for a floor, but I know the common shapes, and I will erect them as was custom, and we shall see what the elves wish to see. The note below is in a different, uneducated hand. I finished this for the Master Ganot. His workings brought much lightning. The rods are pools of metal now, and all his workings burned. Master was also struck. I write for him his last words because his fingers are ash and he did not live the night. The veil is old here. Skyhold has not just been claimed time and again, but sacked as well. We've managed to uncover some remnants. Oh, this is the construction stuff that keeps updating this thing. We've managed to uncover some remnants, including a scratching under a pillar that mentions the name given by your witch. Given by my witch? I don't have a witch. It's the wrong game, man. Old, but still long after the place had been built over, but the author knew something of its first purpose, or at least something of a legend. Far land of Elissimsa Belinaris son Algar Melanda him Samaris Venataldin, missing words. Nasal. Okay, I'm not going to keep reading this because it's jargon. Even with assistance from your elf. Oh, is the elf the witch? Anyways, we managed only a partial translation. Elven is often a game of intents, not direct mapping of phonetic meaning. That means it's a mess. Our belief transformed into everything. Assertion, problems, uncertain. All time is transformed into the final first death. All time is transformed into the final first death. Inevitable threatened victory and horrible promised freedom. Oh, these are like they're trying to like it could be this word or that word sort of thing. Final first death. See the elves, the whole sleep thing, right? I keep bringing it up because I think that's important to the whole lore thing, man. Inevitable threatened victory in the untorn veils. Uncertain. Where the sky is held up back. The sky is held up back. Where the people give gain. Love that is an apology promise. From to missing subject uncertain. Mostly complete as fragments go, the rhythm is strange, but like others I've recorded, perhaps less a poem than a statement. The elven language does tend to meander, like I do. Notes from the archivist. I'll read this shit again. Our belief transformed into everything. If I had to presume something here, I would go veil. If the veil and the prime and the material world were the same thing or existed atop each other, so magic was more of a not natural. It was definitely well, I don't know, but that magic was integral to some past world. If I were to read, because that's just how I'm just going to start saying stuff, so that's how I see it. So our belief transferred into everything. It would be magic. It's like for me, it's primordial magic. Is they have a belief. The belief is like taps into. There's no real fade, but if the fade is part of the real thing, then the fade is the kind of the magic. The magic is for me, it's the lyrium, it's the blue. I'm just gonna call it the blue. And belief is everything. Goes back to belief, right? The ideas, the ideals, blah blah. And how I say this goes back to there was this old, like in Planescape, in the D&D game from the early 90s, D&D setting from the early 90s, Planescape was all based on just a bunch of different, like all the different pantheons and why I love this setting, and I own every book, and I read all the books back in the day, and I gamed it for like 6 years. I've gemmed it, but it was it also encompassed all the philosophies, and so I was reading all those books. Then I took philosophy, and I was able to map what I was learning to things in Planescape. So they were legitimately using in the early So anyways, so that's why I remember a lot of the stuff is because I have it remembered as fiction, like as just ideas, like gaming stuff. So anyway, so there was things in Planescape where the like belief was very important, and so the more people that believed in something, the more real something would be on Planescape, the more power something would have on Planescape, because power was relative to the belief of your followers. So gods in the old cosmology of D&D is the more that the gods were believed in, the more power that the gods would have. And so if the gods stopped being believed in, the gods would go dormant, they would lose their power, they would become, anyways. So that the idea being, and by the way, so if you read Neil Gaiman's American Gods, yeah, that's the name of the book. I was like, was that the name of the book? Yes. So, and it's a TV show now, or it's on Netflix, or wherever the hell it is. I haven't watched it, but great book. Same idea there, though. He took that idea, and he does it as well in Sandman. If you read the Sandman comics, he sort of taps into the same stuff as well. It's the idea of, when and Sandman is actually legitimately, like, there's a lot of ideas in Sandman that are kind of like how the Fade works, because he's inspired by the same things I was inspired by when I created. So it's like, this is all universal consciousness, subconsciousness. So just in summary, the more you believe in something, the more it exists. And because this setting has the whole thing where the Fade is legitimately, it's like, it's sort of like how your brain, where your mind works, your memories, your subconscious, all that stuff. Inevitable threatened victory. Inevitable threatened victory. Inevitable. So there was some risk. Some danger to the split. Maybe that's like the oh God, my God of words. I'm losing words. It's getting real late at night here, man. The inevitable. Damn it. Inevitable I know what I'm thinking. It's like it's like, maybe, what if like the Elven Pantheon was, they knew something was at risk. I'm trying to connect this somehow to the Devinters and the Black City, and like maybe them coming. I'm thinking of the timeline. So, because the Elven stuff would have existed before the Devinters breached. So that means that the two worlds would have already had to be split. My theories might not be working out. Damn it. I was starting to think like maybe the Devinters, because they're already worshiping the old gods. And so if the old gods are, let's say, the dragons, why am I trying to work this out live? This is horrible. I'm gonna decipher this shit. I think Skyhold holds a lot of answers here, and I think I have to pay attention to these things. Inevitable threatened victory and horrible promised freedom. Inevitable threatened victory. I think it's that let's call them the firstborn. I'm like thinking of a theory with like the firstborn and secondborn. We're like, what if the firstborn? It's like back in a world where like, if these two planes, for lack of better terms, were the same plane, and magic was more part of the fabric of things. And I call it the blue, which is the lyrium aspect of that world. The blue, the thoughts, the mind, that kind of that existence, the subconscious manifest would be could be the magic component of that time. And then I think the red lyrium is happening because it's like it's growing out of people, so it's the blood, it's the flesh. I feel like that's a representation of the physical part of that world. And so the blue and red lyrium, I feel, are like two separate components of the same, like they existed they're like crystallizations of essences, which I would say not so much the spiritual essence and the physical essence, but like the immaterial essence and the material essence, they exist as the same plane. And what if the firstborn are actually they're just proto life forms. The firstborn are more in sync with that first element, which is the subconscious, the ideas before they form, and so they're more connected to the blue, I'll just call it. And then the secondborn are the children of the first, not the children. The children's the hard. I'm using like Greek. You know, I'm going with the Greek thing where it's like Titans, and then Titans breed the gods, right? And then the gods breed the demigod, right? So there's like tiered system there. So maybe they knew there was a risk. The elves, because so far everything I can tell is that the elves existed as a culture during that time. That's just, so if something else, and we just got another entry. Actually, we just got another entry where, because of the the pyramids, because those were humans before even the clan history that happened in the codexes. So there were other forms of all of these things. I think it's just history got lost or whatever. But the elves were definitely okay. So, anyways, let's go back to this. Try to decipher this. So then, the horrible promise, freedoms, inevitable threatened victory. Horrible promise, freedom. I can't spend a whole episode doing this. Are you crazy? Well, I see this as like being a sacrifice. Some risk, so there has to be some sacrifice. Untorn veils, plural. Maybe that's what does the split, and then that splits something where the sky is held up back. Where the sky is held up back. The heavens? The heavens? Is the heavens the fade? Anyways, okay, where the people give gain. Where the people give gain love that is an apology, promise from to what the fuck? Gain, where the people gain love, oh, like worship, that is an apology, promise, give love, like devotion is why I'm trying to think of other words. Devotion, like worship, that is an apology. There's another word there. Apology. Promise. Apology. I think it still sort of feels like a devotion to, from. Anyways, mostly incomplete. That was all random. I probably wasted a bunch of time with that. I hope this updates and I can come back. I would like to decipher some stuff as I go. I want to get aggressive on this speculation aspect of things, because after this week, I strongly suspect I'm going to stumble on some spoilers and stuff. I don't think it's going to be avoidable. Samson's Tale. This was a song that was being sung. Samson Templar fame. Raise your shield of shame. Samson's letter caught. Oh, Samson. Left unfought, defamed. Armor laced with blood shall reclaim his name. Samson's broken heart shall revoke his claim. Samson's night in red, he hath lost his way. Samson martyr rage. Soon the world will pay. It's pretty good. It was clean. Thought there was a lot more, but I mean, I'm gonna have to cut around a lot of the bullshit. I spent a lot of time doing silly crap there. I need to. Well, I'll tell you one thing. This is done. So you know I spent at least 10-15 minutes working through some stuff there. Well, I mean, I read other codexes. I probably spent 10 minutes. Why do I do this? Why do I let myself go down those rabbit holes? What is this stuff? Right, I knew this. In progress. Or lay.
Did you see the message I sent? Yes, thank you.
The message I sent. Yes, thank you. Completed. Hunterfell. A letter to Commander Cullen with information on the apostate. All I can say for certain about the apostate is that when asked why she had not joined the circle, she declared that the chant of light was for humans and meant nothing to her. I hope this information helps. Continue investigation. Gold. Well, I want something where Cullen. I don't feel like Cullen is not safe. I don't like Cullen being in this side of the world. It's not safe, man. It's not safe. Ooh, a battalion for Oh.
My scouts
no.
report
Right
no
here.
signs of danger in the pass nearby.
I will arrange patrols to ensure it stays that way.
Perfect. Battalion. I was going to send Cullen here. Oh, good. I can only send Cullen here. Commander. We have verified Sarah's claims about Verschiel. Several displacements of refugees were deliberate in what appears to be an attempt to destabilize land claims. While there would be no direct gain for involving the Inquisition, increasing our presence could have unexpected results. In any case, it is a trivial matter to divert troops to march through the city. Lieutenant SCL 25 minutes. A retinue of our best will make an impression.
Inquisitor.
Away you go. I don't even know where do I have in progress right here. 2 hours. Yeah. Looks like the end of a night for me right here. One more episode. I still have time. I still have time. I don't know how much time because I killed some stuff. Continue investigation operation available. That's fine. Let's go to the map. I know I saw it. Because world map. I could just, for the sake of it, head back to Hinterlands and finish some stuff up there. Shit, hold on. No, don't do that. Journal. No. Let's do this right. So there's the Rift Mage here. Assemble a tome of Rifts, study Rift magic, and your trainer will reveal the secrets of the Rift Mage specialization. Collect tomes from Venatori at Gillian's Grove, Hellas, and the Desolate Bank in the Exalted Plains. Readings can be found among the belongings of followers who share this discipline, or if unavailable, among the wares of Valroyal. It's great. While a mage can only special. Necromancer. Okay, we have we have storms. Oh, storm. Oh, that's not Stormcoat. That was probably Storm Solitude. Was probably the beach, like that front. Maybe on that. Are all of these on that map? Okay, we are going to the Storm Coast, and we're gonna look for these. I've probably been. It's landing. Apostate's Landing. Is that what? It doesn't matter. I'm gonna go to the Sword Coast. We're gonna do a quick run there. And do I have a name? Oh, I don't have a name. Oh. But these are shards. Oh my god. This isn't gonna tell me. Memories of the Gray. Okay, I think this is just me navigating the map and stumbling on things. I just gotta look for campgrounds and I'll get the name. Okay. I was wondering what the hell I'm supposed to know. How am I supposed to know? Do I mess around with? I am. I'm gonna take coal. Solace. No, I'm gonna take Blackwell. These are the three I want to mess around with because I want to test their classes out. Ooh, rain. Awesome. Something as simple as that is actually pretty cool. What was I gonna do here for a sec? Hold on, escape. I need character records, tactics. Okay, hold on a second. So I said I was gonna do these. We have Warcry. That's all fine. Challenges on both of. No, that's fine. And then Dispel. Yep. Yep. You can take priority there, and then one of these should be a priority, but I don't want to. Well, I guess I'll try this one. I don't need to do it. Here, do it preferred here. Behaviors. I'm gonna bring this down. Follow controlled. You guys have been saying follow self. Is that what you're saying? Or controlled character? No, just follow controlled character. Okay. And then yeah, looking good. Okay, follow controlled character. 30 up. I guess I'm going to go back to follow. Okay. Follow. That should do it. Okay. Now let's go back in here. Okay, now. Oh. I mean, yes. That looks pretty good. That was way better. Okay, okay, stop. Okay, we have to go here. I'm just gonna start pointing in a direction and giving her. And of course, I started running the opposite direction right away. Let's see, we got a bunch of new gear to mess around with too. I'm gonna assume that probably spawns some. Oh shit! That's right. I gotta do this. I'll leave that one behind. What if it's a treasure chest? Oh, it begins. It begins. It's fruit. I think it's leathers. Whoa, 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 whoa! What is this? Suddenly dead. I want to fight. I'm dead. Oh shoot! All my stuff is. Oh shit! All my numbers. My numbers messed up. I gotta fix this. I can't accept it. Jesus! Black wall. Come and get me, bitches! Why is this guy so tough? Get the hell out of there! Look at this! Look at that! Yeah! Look at the guard! Woo. Why is this guy so oh, 12. 12. Come on. Come on. Come on. Seriously. Come on. It's fine. Nothing to worry about here. What's this stuff? Oh. What the hell's happening here? Yes! Ooh. I like those odds. Come on, that rain better put that. Come on, I better not burn this whole place down. I will not be blamed. So I gotta look for undead. What's this thing? Beware. Well, that doesn't. I don't. That sounds like a dragon. I don't want to do it right now. Where am I going? I'm going up here. Or I'm trying to get up there. Oh. Can we Skyrim this shit? Let's go. Huffa, 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 yada, baddy, daddy. Come on. You can do it. Okay. Oh, I see. Are you undead? Okay. Fine. I'll go the long way. God. Yeah, cool. Ah, shit, I didn't fix my shit again. I really should have been closer. Oh my god, I love this effect. I love this guard effect on Somley. Because you use your staff so often. You're always going to be building up guard. That's nuts. Right. Oh my god, how am I only getting those entries now? That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Ah, shoot. I sort of, no, it doesn't matter. Let's go here. Undead? It's literally right on top of me. Why don't I... There you are. Assyrian hand. Doesn't matter, I got guard, bitch. Dang it. Hold on. Screw some. Hold on. Stop. Everyone, what's going on? Oh. Word. That warrior, what are we talking about here? What are you guys up to here, huh? Ooh, I love it. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Character record. Oh god. Where did my... I had this. Flashlight. What? No, don't say on a... Move this to here. Wait, what? Some features are... What are you talking about? Just put this on my bar. I'm not going crazy here. Am I? Like... So... how do I put it back on my bar? To do me a favor. There we go. I don't know, sometimes, man. This thing. Okay. We are... Oh, here we go. Let's take a look here. What do we have? Oh, I'm back. I totally... Okay, I enjoyed the keep. But you know what? I want to do a lot of that. I want to do this right now. Like a lot of it. I'm going to do a lot of... I'm coming back tomorrow. I'm going to do a big, long session of Sword Coast. I'm going to get this class thing. I'll do the whole damn map. Probably not. I'm not going to. So far, this group, not bad. Cole, as you can see... probably up top. You can hear it. 13. Yeah, Cole here. Yeah. So I'm not surprised. What the hell? He's got the hidey stuff, but still not enough to keep his ass safe. Look, these things just stay active, man, until... Interesting. Oh, there's another house. Oh. What is this? Cleaning house. Okay. I know it's behind me, but hold on. There's this one right here. Look at that. I like the wet effect too. Velveteen, I need that.
These must be the missing soldiers. We should see that their families are notified.
Cool. Tons of pack space, baby. Tons of it. Bandit notes. These notes were found near murdered Inquisition soldiers. The paper is not crumpled or torn, as though it were left behind instead of dropped. It's not our place to disagree. They're attempting to set themselves up along the shore, and we have orders. We are the sword, not the hand that wields it. You taught me that. If they're worthy, let them come with the mercy's crest. The blades of Hessarians will listen. If they're worthy, let them come with the mercy's crest. The blades of Hessarian will listen. You will not get yourself cast out, or
Our
worse.
men were murdered by a group called the Blades of Hessarian. Seems there's a way to challenge their leader.
They have traditions. These men were just following a code. If the Inquisition can win their loyalty, we could steer them on a better path.
I haven't even looked at the quest to see if I should have certain people
It looks like the bandits are camped further along the beach.
on the team for these, which is I was talking about in the comments, where it's like if you're just actively just like you're just going through maps to get stuff, like of course there's gonna be quests here where I should have certain characters, but we have to do that now. I gotta go back and switch. It's so inconvenient. Why did I mark this if there's nothing? Oh, it was one of those area things? That's fine. Inquisition soldiers are dispatched to meet. It's the cleaning house, right? So, journal. Cleaning house. Let me reread this thing. To meet with a group of bandits operating on the Circos, the Inquisition lost contact with the soldiers before. Okay. Optional request. Okay, this is challenge the leader. To find the bandits and deal with them. Advance to the rendezvous point. Well, I don't know if I need to have anyone in particular, but I'm gonna take this thing out. I'm gonna do it. Just out of... There we go. Yeah, let's get them right here. Go for it. Mango. I'm dressed to be with you. Oh, Lord. So good now. It's only going to get better. People screaming in fear. What do you have here? What the hell is this? Oh, it's one of those agents, but it's like they're covered in paint or something. They look like a miniature. Plastic miniature. Oh, there's something behind there. For real? Oh, nah, this feels cool. I'm gonna do it. Like, I feel like I shouldn't be in this. No, I should. I shouldn't. Colin is ready. Oh. Ready to report in. That would not have been there if I wasn't meant to walk it, okay? Oh, here we go, the fort. We're gonna break into that some bitch. I'm gonna mess these guys up. Wait for this. What am I? Excuse me. Excuse me. Need a certain stone. Let's go get him. Let's go get him. Are you good or you're bad? Let's go wide. It's nice and wide, right? Like that. I'm not worried. I'm gonna get them straight at their door. Hold on, hold on. I'm gonna come a knocking. I'm gonna come a knocking. Oops. Hit the wrong button. There we go. This is the best power ever. Skulls? Undead? Oh, that's cool. Shit. Oh, that's a lot. Whoa, 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 whoa. Back it up a little bit. Just a little bit. We got these guys, though. Watch it. Come get me. Blackwall. Shit. This happens to Blackwall, too. No. Freaking out here. Oh, no. Stop. There. Thing. Oh, kaboom! Oh. I don't know. I hit the wall by accident because I have something in my eye, man. You guys still alive in there? Oh. Oh, it's getting kind of silly in there. That's kind of tough, actually. Hold on. Right here. There we go. We're done. Bye, leader. That damn dog, man. Get out of here. Oh, damn. Are you kidding me right now? Alright, cleaning house. Pretty good. I like. Whew. There we go. Gold. Alright, what else do we have in here? Come on. There we go. Skulls. 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 Oh. Skulls? Skulls? Skulls. No. Heart in Hightown, Chapter 2. Magister Dunwall's butler had the air of a man who had never risen before dawn in his life. He stared down at his nose at Donan Branokovic and his partner, Jevlin, as if he were on some lofty balcony above them instead of standing in the parlor in his dressing gown. The magistrate is indisposed. This can wait until a reasonable hour. He gestured for the guards to see themselves out. The magister is dead, Donan corrected him. Wake the household. As the butler left, Jevlin shifted uneasily in his new armor. Shouldn't the captain be here? You want to go back to the barracks? Be my guest, Donan said with a shrug, only half listening. As he studied the collection displayed in the room, a dozen ancient swords lay nestled in display cases protected from dust and prying fingers. He moved to lift the lid of the nearest one. Jevlin started to protest, but then the doors opened. She had eyes the color of topaz and dark hair that fell across her brow like sword strokes. She strolled into the parlor with such dignified elegance that Donnan didn't realize for several minutes that she was clad in a house coat and not a ball gown. You have news about my husband? What's Seamus done this time? Forget to pay the bills at the Rose? She seated herself and indicated the guards do the same. Donnan nodded at the recruit to speak up. Javelin started. No, Lady Dunwald. Actually, she interrupted him with a wave. Marielle, please. Lady Marielle, your husband has been murdered. Donnan took over for the flustered recruit. When did you see him last? Marielle stared at him, her jewel-colored eyes wide, and her voice cracked on. Murdered? Seamus? It's probably Seamus, not Seamus. But a heartbeat, maybe two, passed, and she again became the perfect picture of noble grace. I saw him at dinner, she answered, in a tone anyone might use to comment on the weather. He left before dusk. He said he was going to play Wicked Grace with the Comte de Fer. I feel like I've read this one. Do you know of anyone who might have wanted him dead? Javelin asked softly. People want magistrates dead on principle. She gave a wry smile, but her voice grew painted. Criminals, political rivals, even people in his district who disagreed with him. She drifted off, lost in thought, and then turned to Donnan, eyes blazing. A week ago, a letter came. Vague threats. I thought it was nothing, but it upset Seamus. Who sent it? Donnan asked. It wasn't signed, but the seal was 6 crossed swords. So the guy who's like doing the did I have to bring Varric to this? Like the stuff that's going on is the guy's like not a copycat, you know, but he's, what are they called? He's like, he's repeating what's happening in the story. That was a movie, wasn't it? I didn't want, what, that was a movie though, I think. All right, next. What was that? No.
The pale ship that appears on the mists. The Windy Marcher. I think that's what they call it.
Memories of the Grey. Oh, Blackwall. Okay. Let's do this one for Blackwall. I'm not going anywhere near. No, I'm going towards. Oh my god, is that a that's a giant fighting a dragon?
She's very big.
Are they fighting? They're not fighting? Is it riding it? I don't want to do this. I want to do this. Can I save or not? Oh my god. Stop. Wait. Oh my god, I can't save. Shut up. Get out of my way. Shit. Oh god, is there a range? There's no range. Is there? Oh, there is a range. There are giants in here? Boss. It just doesn't seem like something I should do. What the hell is that, though? My god, I don't know. I want to know. They're not attacking. No, you know what? Don't. Just leave. Just walk away, man. Just walk away. You just don't. Just don't do it. Man, they all gotta get it. I'm gonna get a masterwork that does guard for all of them. This is just too good. Guard is too good, man. Shit. Oh god, is it up there? Oh my god. What? Oh. Wait. That looks like a path. Let's go back. Oh my god, I can't believe I made it. Don't fall down. I don't think I was supposed to come up this way. Come on, if Solace could do it, then I can do it. Don't deny me, man.